his radio address yesterday and tomorrow in the Rose Garden to talk about a constitutional amendment to ban gay marriage.
You know, think about this. The world's going to Hades in a handbasket. We are desperately concerned about the circumstance relating to avian flu. We don't have enough vaccines. We don't have enough police officers. And we're going to debate the next 3 weeks, I'm told, gay marriage, a flag amendment, and God only knows what else. I can't believe the American people can't see through this. We already have a law, the Defense of Marriage Act, where we've all voted, not where I voted and others said, look, marriage is between a man and a woman, and states must respect that. Nobody's violated that law. There's been no challenge to that law. Why do we need a constitutional amendment? Marriage is between a man and a woman. What's the game going on here? And
so there you hear it. I mean, and there's multiple clips like this of Biden sharing his true thoughts on issues. And not just gay marriage, multiple issues. And to be fair, I agree with what he just said there, and that is true today too. I'm not saying there aren't social issues that need to be discussed, or that these communities who only make up a small fraction of our society, by the way, don't deserve a voice. They do. They absolutely do. But there are very few discussions, if we're being realistic and honest with ourselves, that need to be considered on a national level. National security, because we're not a country without security. The economy, education, and infrastructure. And I'm sure that there's probably a couple others that we could add there, but you get my point. There are some major issues. So this was, getting back to Biden, it's comments like these that when this election cycle came about, I said time after time that I hope he is their nominee. Because God forbid the Democrats win, at least there's some reason in him. But that reason and his cognitive skills are gone. Like that Joe Biden that we just saw and listened to there is gone. Yet the left still supports him because they hate the president. That is their only motivation, is they hate President Trump. They want someone else in, even if he is no longer capable of doing the job. But what would they say if the media was fair and reported the news instead of spinning stories in their favor, or in the case of clips like this, just ignoring them because they know that the LGBTQ community would be outraged and demand the Dems find a new candidate? I mean, what would it be? But again, you're not going to see this. And it's an old clip and he can change his opinion. He can. But in this day and age with the mob culture, and you see the outrage, you see how buildings burn and people are bloodied in the streets for having different opinions, this is their candidate. This is their candidate who won't leave his basement, who can't string a sentence together, and on several issues deep down, the Joe Biden that's left, what's left of him in there, actually has some pretty reasonable and modern.